podcast. At this edition of our bubble wrap, I have a very good friend of mine, Kelly Rodamer, who is on Team Getsy for Live2Lead. Hey, Kelly.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for jumping on this podcast with me. It's really interesting. I always love to tell a little bit about the people that I'm talking with. So Kelly wears a lot of hats. Is that the easiest thing to say?
Probably.
So I know Kelly from my church, from Emmanuel, and she is one of our ministers. She's a children's minister. She preaches at the church. She's like on fire for God, and she loves leadership. When I said John Maxwell, she's like, yes, I love John Maxwell. So Kelly, tell people about yourself.
So I, like Kristan said, wear many hats. I spent the first decade of my adulthood in corporate America. So I worked in marketing compliance. I worked very closely with legislators. And what I found very quickly is that no one else was going to motivate me or push me. Like I had to be the one who had this drive within myself. And so anytime I could, I was reading nonfiction books and self-help books and just leadership books, because that's how I was raised. My parents, while they had different careers, also did direct sales when I was a child. And so I was surrounded by books just about bettering yourself and constantly growing. And so I used that a lot when I was in corporate America. And then while I was there, I also entered the world of direct sales, where leadership is huge. It's all about, growing yourself and being the best person you can be. And that's where I realized, like, I really have a passion for helping other people grow to be who they need to be to reach their full potential. And then about 5 years ago, I left corporate America and I entered into the nonprofit world of ministry, where I do spend most of my time growing up children, but my passion still lies for growing anyone and helping everyone who has a dream just realize that they have the potential to reach that dream and the gifts are inside of them. They just need to pull them out.
Oh, I love the way you said that. So it's no wonder as soon as I said, this is what we're going to be doing at Live2Lead, you were like, yes, I'm in.
Exactly. Yes.
So with that being said, I'm asking people, look, what is your favorite thing that you're most excited about in regards to Live2Lead? What are you looking forward to?
Honestly, it's the post simulcast. It's sitting down with my notes. My favorite thing to do is create a parking lot. And so what I mean by that is I look at all of my notes and I separate out the ideas that I have, the inspiration I have, into I can do this tangibly right now, or I park it. And so I actually draw out a parking lot on a piece of paper, and inside of each parking space, I write down, here's what I hope to accomplish. Here's a book I want to read. Here's a project. Here's just something to keep researching. And then I keep that with me, and it helps just keep me on track and fulfill me later, but it keeps those ideas fresh and ready so I don't forget them. And so my favorite part, anytime I do any type of leadership event or conference, it's that hour, the 2 hours, 3 hours after that I give myself to just say, oh my gosh, my head is full. Now what?
You have given people such a great tool with your parking lot concept, because I can't tell you how much people are going to get educated and inspired. They're going to get a number of books to read, potentially things that they are going to really be able to eat, right? But you can't eat an elephant. When you leave a conference and you're all excited, you're like, the elephant. And then a lot of times people just kind of like go, eh.
Yeah, it becomes too overwhelming, and it's bite size, it's nuggets. You can't, like you said, you can't eat the whole elephant, but maybe you could paint its toenail today.
Right. And so creating those executional steps through the parking lot concept, that's going to work really well for a lot of people. Thanks for that tip.
You're welcome.
So in regards to the simulcast and our local breakout sessions as well, do you have anything that any one specific person that you're looking forward to hearing?
Aside from John Maxwell, because I could just listen to him all day. I really love the energy that Valerie Burton brings. I've watched several of her talks just online, and every time I leave there, I have that like, yes, I can, like, I can do this feeling. So I'm really, really excited to hear what she has to say.
Yeah, so I had the good fortune several years ago. This will not be my first event with her, of doing an event with her through my certification with the Woman-Owned Business Council. So she's pretty dynamic. I guess that's a great way to just sum her up.
Like when I listen to her, I feel the same way I do when I listen to Beth Moore. And I'm just like, yes.
Awesome. And you are going to be on hand that day and welcoming people and greeting people and helping out in a big capacity. What is it that you're looking forward to in regards to the networking? I mean, there's going to be a lot of people there.
Yeah, I'm really excited because, like I said, I've left corporate America and it was about 5 years ago. And so, my role right now, I work with children and their parents. And so while it's great and I love it, and it's what drives me, I've missed kind of talking with people who are above 4 foot tall. So I'm really excited to just, use that part of my brain again, see what's going on in the area. I do follow some of the stuff that's going on and I see things and I'm like, oh, I want to get involved with that, or, oh, I have an idea for that. And so I'm really just looking forward to talking to some people who get fired up about the same things that I do, who want our area to be just a positive, uplifting, and kind place. And so I'm really looking forward to getting to talk to some adults about all of the things that, I bring down to a child's level most of the time.
Right, right. Well, I really appreciate your exuberance and your excitement about the event, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much for all your help with it too.
You're so welcome. I would love to leave everybody with one thought though, as they go into this, because especially if it's your first kind of leadership event, or even if it's not, one thing that you can walk away with is always feeling overwhelmed. And that's where, I have the parking lot idea, but when you go in and you think, and this is whether you're spiritual or not, this will resonate with you. One thing I like to say to myself is, never again will I confess I can't, because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So when we're listening to all of these wonderful speakers and we're networking and we're in breakouts, when you start to feel overwhelmed, just remember there's no such thing as I can't, because Christ will give you the strength to do it. And that's where the parking lot comes in. Write it all down, put it out there, and then just go after it.
I love it. And I love big ideas. And at these kinds of places, people get big ideas.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thanks again for your time, Kelly. You are amazing. And you're a delight to be around. So anybody that you meet at that event, they're going to be blessed.
Yes, I'm super excited. And I can't wait to meet each of you who are watching.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time. And remember, people, it's October 8th in Northern Kentucky at the Vineyard Church. You can go online and register at live2leadnky.com. Hope to see you all there.
Go.